welcome back to the Puffed Up Podcast.
How's it going?
We got Brano here, we got weed, we got conversation.
And we got coffee.
And we got coffee, that's a beautiful combination. So, let's fucking get into it, Brano. I was coming over here, by the way.
Fucking long drive, but I also don't drive highway because I hate traffic.
Really?
So I'm gunning at like 100 down country roads.
This guy likes to take the country road route. Okay,
Also,
alright.
best time to find new albums to listen to.
Fuck, man, that's using your time efficiently. I like that. Alright, Brano, so we were just talking before we started here about how the public school system has failed us.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So when you're in high
school.
Oh, yeah, fuck school. When you're in high school, they like to tell you everything you learn here will shape you into an adult that can function in society. They are so fucking wrong.
Yeah, no, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
When the fuck am I going to use a binomial? Explain that to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never.
I don't know why I need to learn in math class why Sally needs 20 meters of fencing. I don't give a fuck about Sally. I don't know. Why don't you, in math class, why don't you teach me how like the Eiffel Tower is made? Or, like all these cool fucking functions of math.
How to do taxes. Because no one ever fucking explains that shit.
No one knows that shit. But that's profitable. That's profitable.
Yeah, I know. They're fucking smart. How do accountants get work? Idiots who don't know how to do taxes.
less education in finances and economics is profitable.
Yeah.
It is.
Because no one understands it then.
It's easier to make money. And I think for our generation especially, because look, if you ask all your parents, obviously when the time comes, they learn how to deal with the shit. But yeah. I think everyone, like 30 and older, knows how to deal with all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
But
it takes you 30 years.
I mean, yeah. Think about our generation. I think there's just less knowledge about that topic altogether, like how to deal with fucking adult life after.
Again, high school doesn't prepare you for it properly, and then the fact of your parents are doing it for you, so you don't ask any questions. You just say, taxes are paid, I don't give a shit.
That's true. Yeah, I don't even know. You don't even take that in.
Yep, exactly.
Right now I'm in my fucking mom's basement. You don't even be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
They're paying fucking shit out here, man. Yeah.
The day you're out and you're like, I got taxes now? What the fuck? Yeah. I gotta pay for this? Where do I pay for it?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. It's a good dose of reality.
Well, it hits you hard, that's for sure. Because right away you're like, I don't know fucking anything.
Have you been doing that, by the way?
Well, I had to learn how to do taxes because I'm like, I don't know how. I don't have taxes right now, but when I do, I'm gonna be fucked.
No, but I mean, like, have you been living like on your own?
Well, when I'm in school, I've been on my own, so I take care of basically all that shit. But
you live like on campus or just like outside of it?
Renting off people because somewhat cheaper in a sense.
Okay, all right. So, bro, why did see? Like, I wanted to talk about it outside when we were smoking. So you are when we were in high school, you seemed to be very into art.
Yeah.
You were fantastic. Like your drawings are fucking fantastic, man. They're really good. And
the compliment.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. So like, why did you fall out of that? Wait. I just want everyone to take in how big this man is. He's a big man.
I didn't even notice on the webcam.
Show your hand. There you go. That's the size of my fucking face. Anyway, what are you doing now? What's your occupation now?
I am going to become an RMT. That is a registered massage therapist. For those who do not know,
guy has bare hands and he's going to be massaging people. That's a licensed killer right there. But I don't know. He's got
a lot of
reviews.
profit.
Anyway, how did you make that kind of like transition? How did you be like, okay, fuck this, I'm doing this one?
Well, when I was in art school, again, I came in there with the enthusiasm of a young artist who didn't understand that art is not that very forgiving.
Nope.
And basically went in there, did my time, and the school was arranged, so it was like a 40-hour week. So basically you'd be working like you would at work, where every day you get an assignment, it's due the next day. Every assignment due next day or next week, depending on the class. And I was like, okay, I can handle that, and I did all right. But the problem is you need required extra hours, which... Unless you're willing to give up every single hour of every day. What
does that mean, required extra hours?
To train yourself, because they train you in fundamentals, and then they say...
You got to do your own shit on the side?
You want to learn anything extra out of what we're teaching? Go learn it yourself.
Okay, all right.
So, again, no problem with that, but 40-hour weeks, and then you have to have basically 2 days off to do homework and shit. Mm-hmm. So what do you do? Do homework or you get to practice? Mm-hmm. to try new things is definitely difficult.
100%.
At least for me, because I like a schedule.
So you were like, how'd you make that kind of transition though, where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore? Is it kind of like a practicality thing?
It came to my second year because the first year I passed, second year I was struggling by the end.
Okay.
And although I did improve, I realized if I can't keep up now, how am I going to keep up the other two halves where it gets harder? And obviously I haven't improved enough where I can even keep up. And I didn't see that I was going to be able to catch up to the people in my class because I thought I was all right. I guess it's the big fish in a little pond metaphor. Because these people were fucking insane.
Yeah.
And some of them were my age, some of them were older. But I was like, yeah, I can't keep up with these people if they're the standard I got to meet to just get into the field.
Really?
Yeah. And in my head, I was like, I'd rather cut off now, save the money for tuition, and just work time off, like full time on a year off or whatever, and then find something new to do.
So that's an interesting crossroads, like in life, that you have to feel like, do I just bite the bullet, be like, okay, fuck this, what's gonna feed me, what's gonna be like sustainable, or you'd be like, okay, I'm doing this even though I might have to live on a bench for a few years, you know, this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Again, some of the greatest performers and this and that did do that, where they risked it all and fucking lived in shoeboxes and shit.
Sure. Yep.
But there's also a source of luck that gets involved into that too.
Is it? You think it's luck, or it's just the universe being like, all right, you've done your time hustling, here's a little chance?
Maybe, but do you find $100 on the floor and say, man, the universe, you got me? Or you're like, fuck, that was lucky.
If you're having a good day, you just help the old lady walk across the street.
I do that in my bad days. I don't give a fuck.
Might do that shit, bro. Okay, but like success and like I feel like as a human being, if you're doing something, if you're doing a job, a career, it should be something you love, but you should be aiming to be successful at it.
Yeah.
And what that means is very arbitrary, but like just being fucking, just trying to improve, being good. But I mean, yo, look at Van Gogh. All right.
Oh, I know. He never sold a painting. He sold one painting in his entire art career, and that was to his brother.
Yeah. Look. Complete fucking mental case. Okay, yeah. Let's put that on the table. Complete fucking lunatic. Cut his ear off.
For a horror.
Yeah.
Shot himself in the stomach to kill himself.
He was in the insane asylum. That's where when he painted Starry Night,
which is my favorite painting of him, of course.
Complete lunatic. Lived not that well.
No, okay? Terrible.
Very poor. Not successful. One of the most celebrated artists of all time.
But here's the thing that no one ever likes to bring up is art. Until you die, you are technically nobody.
Well,
because Van Gogh, no one liked him. No one bought his paintings. Only his brother, who did it under an alias, so he didn't even know it was his brother, bought it for him.
Right.
And only after he died, his brother's wife pushed to get his work promoted. Hence why he's so fucking famous now. Because someone did the work for him after he was done.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's... But you gotta kind of ask yourself. Say you are in Van Gogh's position. You're not completely fucking mental, so you can think about this shit. Imagine you have that kind of skill, that talent. Do you go like, fuck this, gotta go work in the farm, you know, feed myself? Or do you, with this fucking talent that you've developed your whole life, something you love doing, something really... Van Gogh, he wasn't going to be a mechanic. Painting was all he knew. So do you stop living that life where that's your identity now, that's what you've created? Or do you be like, fuck this, gotta go work on the farm, gotta go work in the shop?
I feel like also as humans, we've kind of glamorized the successful. So when you see you have a talent, in your head, you think to the highest level of your talent.
Sure.
So when you don't reach that point, it becomes that much more of a, I guess, reality hit. And plus, I also feel some people do plateau, depending on what they're doing.
Everyone plateaus.
But I mean,
everyone in the world.
Some people can't go higher. Because, like we were talking about UFC, I've seen fighters who...
Don't agree with that. I mean, athletics is different, because that's like when you get older, your body starts getting... Like, there's only so many times you get fucking knocked in the head, you know what I mean? But, like, a trade, an artist skill, I think that doesn't stop increasing until I don't know, like fucking late in your life when your, you know, mental state starts decreasing, your body, like I feel like there's always fucking space to learn.
No, there's always space to learn.
Like Donald Trump,
to be able to master is the thing.
Yeah.
To get to a certain level of mastery in a skill, Some people will not be able to reach that because they're just not made for it.
See, that's where I disagree. That's why I brought up the whole story, like why you transitioned in the first place, because you said it kind of like when we were having that conversation, it kind of felt like you felt it wasn't practical anymore. Like you didn't want to, you had to get a real job, something like that. You know,
I had no problem doing art as a job. I wanted to go into like video games and stuff like that. So right away I was like, I knew
we used to talk about that shit all the time. Yeah.
The problem was, I realized maybe this is not how I thought it would be, in the sense of I did it for a hobby. So when you do it for a 40-hour week, and in the sense of not getting paid at all for it either, you're thinking in your head, did I just enjoy it as a hobby, or is it really something I was burning to do? And in that sense, I realized maybe it was more of a hobby, and because I had time to myself, and I'm like, this is fun and relaxing, I enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Do you like, in an ideal world though, if you could make money off art, would you do it? Like doing art?
Yes, in the sense of if there was no super high standard.
Ideal world here.
Yeah, ideal world
Utopia.
where anyone could fucking make money off art. Yeah, I'd do it. What do you do all day? You sit there, you play music you like, and you do work. That's it.
Fantastic. It's a good way to live, man.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it's a time game, and it's a mental fucking game. It's not like, look, everyone has the same brain, like how it works, its capabilities, its functions. I mean, some people are wired towards this and that, you know. Some people enjoy making, bro, I was watching like a BBC thing. There's this girl studying skulls from the Black Death. Okay, she's studying like how it happened, why it happened, all this shit. She's fucking happy as a pig in shit doing that. Me, I couldn't give a fuck less. I want to do this and that. But every human being has like a specific thing they're wired towards, right? So if you find it and you go after it, I think it's just a time game, man. I think it's just how long, how committed am I to doing this? Okay, like, can I just say fuck everything else? I don't even care if I go broke or anything, because I think when you hear a bunch of success stories, that's usually how it is. There's always a very rough spell before you rise, right? But I think when people get to that level where it's like down here, it's like, okay, fuck, we need something to go back up.
It's either you sink or you swim. That's it,
basically. But like, yeah, I mean, you've been talking a little bit how about like society over glorifies the success, right?
Yeah.
So who gives a fuck if you're homeless, man? If you're doing what you love?
No, it's true, but it's also, you also have to think in your head, do I want to live this life for potentially ever if it does not go the way you want it to? So I'm thinking in my head, why go for that big of a risky career where it could potentially be the end of a life in a sense?
Yeah, I hear you.
Or find a career that I do enjoy, because I do enjoy massage. And honestly, the fun part that kind of clicked in my head was when we were doing art, every anatomy and life drawing class, which involved the human body and understanding how it works and everything, was the ones I was most interested in.
Okay.
So when I tried doing massage with my sister and she was showing me techniques and stuff, it came kind of naturally. So I really enjoyed that part, and that kind of got me into the idea of, you know, this is actually pretty fun, especially when I did a 3-hour massage when I thought it was 30 minutes. So
for sure. I mean, we were talking about that a little bit before that idea, like, because we're both doing trades, and we both realize
it's fucking bullshit. Don't do it.
Fuck
run.
This. Well,
take an office job.
Come on, man. Come on. It's not that. I mean, if you go into a skilled trade and not drywalling.
Yo, guy, wire monkey, are you seriously talking shit now?
Drywalling, bro. You know what I would hate on my fucking sites? You know what I would hate? These motherfuckers. They would do the drywall. Everyone look in your room. Look at where all the lights, all the switches, all the plugs are. The drywallers would just cover them. Okay, so when you're an electrician installing that shit, you don't know where the fuck you don't know where to stick your knife and be like, hey, where's the plug?
I'm gonna interject right now.
So me and my boss were just stabbing the wall looking for the fuck, where do we put in the plug? This was every day. We'd be like,
my brother is an electrician.
Fuck the drywallers.
Because the 3 brothers, and 2 are drywallers and 1's an electrician. And I'll tell you this right now. He says electrician's a shit job. He likes to complain about fucking drywallers doing the same shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker got plans to every house. How do you know where all the wires are going? You need the plans, so you know where every fucking light is. Don't give me that shit.
Bro, obviously you know, but you don't know to like a fucking centimeter T. Also, you know, where I can just look into your room. Imagine if your room had no switches and no plugs.
I'm pretty sure you'd be pretty pissed when you bought your house.
Right, it'd just be covered in drywall. Bro, sometimes, I shit you not, that's how it was. That's what it was.
Okay, well, you're dealing with, like, we would say it in Croatian just so it's a little less racist. No, Mexicanci.
We would finish a house, and then the head guy, he'd be like, yo, this house is fucked up. Come over here, see what's wrong. The lights aren't working. It'd be fully painted. Hardwood is in, it's all good. Be like, yeah, this light, the circuit's interrupted. We'd be like, oh, because a fucking plug is still behind the drywall.
Okay.
That's literally what would happen.
Back to my point of you have bums working on your sites. I've never missed a plug in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, you have shit people in every job.
I know, and that's why I laugh when fucking electricians complain about us, because I've seen people fucking put wires through the middle of the floor and not cover it up. They're like, oh yeah, it's a wrong hole, and just leave it there and then put flooring over, and I'm like, you're gonna burn someone's house down, motherfucker.
Yeah, every trade talks shit about each other. But it's like working on a site, if you don't cooperate with the other companies, you're not getting work done. No, not at all. So it's just best not to be a fucking dick, and just, if this guy cuts it, covers my plug, just be like, okay, fuck it happened. Because if you start complaining, if you start bitching, everything just slows down and everyone gets pissed off.
Well, I'll tell you, because...
And when they're older guys, is their fucking living, right?
Yeah, so. And also they don't take shit from no one, the older guys. Yeah. But I will tell you this right now, because, again, I only finished drywall, like, recently. I just started school this week. And literally, the last house we did, they want us to take down an entire ceiling in a room because they didn't insulate it. I was like, what? So, yeah, insulation's got to go up there. I'm like, we just put
wait. The roof.
Yeah, this big ceiling up here, all of it screwed down, nailed, everything. And he's like, yeah, you gotta take it down. We didn't put insulation up there. I'm like, He's like, yeah, we didn't put insulation. I'm like, you didn't come to tell us before we started the house, like you knew we were coming in today?
Some rude individuals, bro. That's just rude.
Well, he's like, we'll pay you by the hour. I'm like, yeah? He's like, yeah, for sure. Gonna get paid by the hour. Yep. And you know what we had to do? We had to take out every screw.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta take out the fucking roof. The roof has to go.
Bro,
the thing over your head?
We're not the drywallers that screw everything. We nail and then screw.
Yeah.
So literally, we had to get a chisel and fucking chisel out every nail in the entire ceiling. I wanted to fucking kill someone that day.
This is a good transition as to why we saw doing trades.
Exactly. It's fucking bullshit.
I think it beats a desk job in an office any day of the fucking week, though. 100%.
In the sense of money and, just keeping yourself active, 100%. But for benefits and,
benefits are, if you get a union and skill trade and not drywalling.
We are a skill trade. Acoustical engineering, bro.
I don't know.
Insulation, framing, and drywall, bitch.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I liked my time working as an apprentice.
Yeah.
But like, there was a point where I was like, do I want to do this my whole life? No.
Yeah.
Is this good right now? Good money right now? Good work right now? Yeah. But when I'm 30, I don't want to be like, yeah.
Well, dude, by the time you're 30, some people are fucking broken, dude.
Yeah.
The people who push when they're young, they're done.
Man, I got a fucking hernia.
Yeah.
That's
trades. How weak electricians are, because they get hernias pulling wires. I lift up ceilings, bitch.
This was when I was doing solar panels, actually. Fuck you. Solar panels are not light. I'll tell you, those fucking panels are not light. Doing all the racking shit. But I mean, yeah. That was another point. I was like, okay, I'm actually dying at 20. I can't do this, man. I got a hernia. I got knee issues. Like,
dude, every job is repetitive work. And that's why I say office job is better, because it's repetitive. But guess what? You can go to the gym after and you do a new exercise. But for drywall or electrical or something, it's always the same fucking motion every day. Yeah, I fucked up my shoulder for a week because all I was doing was this, screwing a ceiling.
Yeah.
Just this over and over again.
It's a good workout, though.
Oh, buddy, I was ready to fucking lift the world, but that was not ready for the pain afterwards.
So, like, yeah, I guess...
There's always trade-offs to every job.
Yeah. The grass is always greener on the other side, you know what I mean? Unless you're like, you actually are living out your fucking dream, then you're like, fuck everything else.
Well, then you're like, yo, where the fuck else is there grass?
But like, speaking of shit jobs, that should be the goal, right? If you're like, hey, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore, it should be, or just knock that shit. It should be because you want to be doing something you actually want to do, not something like
absolutely true.
That's demanded from your degree, not something that's
And
just available and easy. Like,
this comes back to my whole hate on the school system is they give you these 10-year programs that cost fucking like $60K, and you're like, holy fuck, you're drowning in debt for the rest of your life. But
let me interrupt you there. You know what's fucking interesting about US?
What?
School debt is the only debt you can't declare bankruptcy on. So if the bank fucks up and you got to pay out the bank trillions of dollars, that's cool. But if you're broke because you wanted to learn, you can't file for bankruptcy. You're stuck with that debt your whole life.
You can't get a refund on knowledge.
That's fucked up, bro. That's sick. That's actually sick. I mean, oh man, because everyone wants to go to school and learn shit. Humans want to learn shit.
Yeah. And the problem is now, as the job market demands that you have a fucking piece of paper that says, I am a professional at reading books. Hire me. You can't get a job unless you do that. And that's how they trap you into this big web. Unless you're rich, you're fucked.
I disagree with that also, but go on to your other story.
But
what were you saying before?
Well, I was gonna say, because they train you for this degree for 10 years or whatever, and then you get out there and suddenly you're not doing being a doctor or a lawyer or anything like that. You're fucking serving at a bar. Why? Because they don't prepare you for the fact of you might not get contacts while you're in school. You might not be able to get a job right out of school or even in school, depending on how well you are. And the thing is, even when you start, sometimes you will get fucked out of the business. Because my dad was telling me he knew a guy who was a drywaller. His brother who came to the site one day with a bottle of, wine, this, that. Everyone's like, what the hell's the celebration? He's like, my son finally became a lawyer, this, that. He graduated. 2 weeks later, guess who was on the site? A lawyer with a drywall belt on, because he went there and what was the job? You're paying more than you're making when you start out.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can't do this. He's like, I need money and I can't fucking be a lawyer if I want to make money right off the bat.
See, that's such a weird fucking trade-off, because if you just wait 5 years, if you hustle, you're banking. You're fucking throwing money wherever you want, man.
I know, but it's...
I don't understand how people don't have that drive. You can't live for right now. You kind of have to live, not like planning your whole fucking life out,
true.
but
you plan too far, then nothing
just
goes
have
right.
a little vision. Maybe like in a couple years' time, this is where I want to be. Just, if it's shitty, it's fucking shitty, bro. We all deal with shit.
No, it's obvious, but...
Stop being a pussy.
The thing is, for those people, especially...
Do the bar.
Especially when people do like the 8 years of school and they come out and they're like, time to make money. Yeah. And they aren't making money. It becomes...
Because they're in shitload of debt.
Yeah, exactly. Then the panic mode sets in. It should. Fucking pay the teachers a normal salary, you fuckers.
Germany knows what's good.
Exactly.
Bro, you... Let me interrupt again. I was watching another podcast and they brought up this fucking video in Germany. This is state sponsored, so this is like government level. They will pay prostitutes, which is legal over there, by the way, to go fuck disabled people.
Because that's how you make a job market.
Everyone needs to come, bro. Everyone needs that in their life.
Hey, if you want to go to school and you just want to be a hoe, go to Germany. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't even know why. Why did I interrupt you there? Oh, because we were like, education's free in Germany.
Yeah. Also, education. Such a bullshit system.
And disabled sex, too. So, if you're if you can't walk...
We're inclusive here.
Head over
despite
to
the racism.
Yeah, no, there's no racism here. No racism in this corner.
Yeah, you fucking Polak.
Well, fuck you, bro. What are you, Bosnian? Croatian? What's the deal, bro? I never understood.
We're all one and the same.
Not much of a difference. But yo, I saw you. I saw you. We went to the fucking. I ran into you last time I saw you. Was at the World Cup final.
Fucking bullshit ending, yo. Fuck you, France.
Yeah, fuck France, bro. Fuck France. Everyone agrees.
They're all from fucking Marambe or wherever the fuck they're from.
Nah, bro. French people are. They got some cool stuff. But they're just kind of dead.
I'll tell you this right now. You know which country won the World Cup? Because we're a 4 million people country, and half our population basically showed up in one city to party. Well, in France, not even a quarter, and they started riots and shit. Like, come on. Yeah. What are you, fucking Vancouver?
Yeah. Why are they so cheese, bro? So what, you're paying taxes? So what, you're paying so much taxes you can't eat? Oh shit, I did it again. If my country won the World Cup, I'd just be like, it's all good, bro. I don't even need a house, man. I'd just be celebrating in the streets.
I will say one thing that's funny, though. For some reason, Croatians love flares. I guess it's the pretty colors on fire.
All Slavs, all Eastern Europeans fucking go to a soccer game. You watch a soccer game everywhere. There, just flares everywhere.
Find a team bench and sit there and wait for a goal. When it happens, you're going to be in the party zone. That's it. Because all I saw was red, white, and blue all over every Croatia picture. Them on boats with fucking flares. I'm like, what are you doing out in the ocean with a flare?
Like when I went to the game, when I ran into you at the game, we were at this Croatian church. Croatians everywhere, and I went with one of my good friends. He's fucking Croatian as well, and I wish Croatia won. That would have been sick, but it would have
been a fucking party.
It was crazy there, man. There was thousands of Croatians. There was flares.
We are a very small, proud people.
If you guys won, it would have been the greatest party I ever went to.
Simple as this. We had to go to work the next day, and I'm like, we all agreed beforehand. We're like, if Croatia wins, like, we're not going to work for like a whole week. Like, this is going to be a national holiday in Croatia. We won the World Cup. Everyone retires for a whole week. No one works.
I can only dream, bro. I can only dream what that's like.
Right, Croatia's going in next year, bitch.
The countries like Brazil, I think Brazil would be more appreciative because they have such a strong soccer culture. But if Germany wins, if France wins,
they don't give a shit. They got other stuff too.
But if a small country wins that shit, that's like, those guys coming home are heroes. Like, they'll just get their dick sucked on command. Be like, you suck his dick. That's it.
They came on a bus in Croatia. The streets were full of people. They had to get police to guide them through. I'm like, dude, that is fucking appreciation for fucking 11 people.
Second place.
Yeah, I know. We fucking threw the biggest party in the world for second place.
That would be fantastic. That's why I wanted Croatia to win. I think everyone in the world that wasn't French and wasn't like a Griezmann or Mbappe dick rider wanted Croatia to win.
I will say that nothing was better than when the Colombians, like a group of Colombians, about 50 of them, came into the park and they're walking around us. They had a sign saying, England beat Colombia, Croatia beat England. We're fucking hoping Croatia wins. I'm like, you guys are heroes.
Shouts out to the Colombians that went to that game. They're going to be watching this podcast.
Eventually.
They'll hear this. Oh man, yeah, those were good fucking times.
I know.
But anyway, I was like, I thought this guy was Bosnian, bro. What's going on here? What is like why were we joking about that in high school?
Because Anton's
a dick.
He's a fucking dirty Serb who doesn't like a real Croatian. Just because I'm from Bosna Herzegovina in Posuše, or that's how you say it, I don't know, fucking slur. But he's just angry because he's like a sheep fucker, I guess, in Croatian standard.
Whoa. he listens to these things, you know.
What are you gonna say, Anton?
Yeah, it's good to just shoot this shit, but you're Croatian,
yeah. It's all the same shit.
Yeah, man.
That's how Yugoslavia is. We're all technically the same shit, but we just fight because of religion.
It's not a big fucking... That's why I never understood, like, civil wars and, like, these really minute border clashes where it's like, who gives a fuck, bro? Next town over, you all look the same. Just shut the fuck up, man.
Well, there's, like, two main reasons that always happens. Either government or religion. Because a lot of Serbians, and I'm not hating because I don't give a shit, are Muslim. And technically that was part of a big clash between the fact that even when you go into one Croatian city, it's literally divided down the line between Muslim and Catholic.
Straight Catholic.
Yeah,
there,
Catholic and Muslim, and that's it. There's two sides to it. And it's like, they know you're Catholic, they're not going to like you.
Yep.
So it's basically that kind of shit.
Looking at you, religion. That's right.
Yeah. You caused all the problems so far.
Fucked up again, didn't you? Yeah.
And there's some theories about America being involved in that whole war, but I'm not going to say it.
They probably were. Why the fuck not? Be like, hey,
just look into it.
No. Fuck that, bro. You don't need to, like, hold back on your assumptions when, like, every war they've been in, like, everything in the Middle East, Iraq. They just wanted to install their... What?
Did you run to the rack?
That was good because I ran to... I get it. No, that's good. You should write that down. Anyway,
totally.
There was to install their own kind of like puppet government.
Yeah.
Like, well, we need to bring democracy to
AKA take their oil.
suffers. Bro, they don't want your democracy. They don't. Half these countries, like, as soon as the war is over, it gets worse.
Yeah,
because
usually.
these people don't want your fucking democracy. They don't want your American freedom. They just want their own shit. It's a different culture, different way of life.
Simple as this. If someone fucks with you, that's when you fight back. Until then,
yeah.
Out of it.
If you want no... America, like, I don't understand the whole.
that's why everyone loves Canada, because we're technically America's bitch, but
a little.
We're nice to everyone.
But like, if you don't fuck with a dog, he won't bite you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you don't tease something, it won't bite at you. So stop fucking invading the countries. Maybe they won't bomb your towers. Maybe, I don't know. Just a suggestion. But yeah, I don't want to get too far in the conspiracy. But like, we're talking about Yugoslav, like America might be in it, bro. They've been in everything.
Yeah,
they've been in. They stick their hands in any war. They're like
every cookie jar.
They're just looking for a gunshot. Huh? What?
You need more?
you need troops? We got.
We'll send backup right away.
But to be fair, though, America, like, they're for in terms of like UN and peacekeeping shit, they've kept some shit in line, you know. Shouts out to the troops. Shouts out to
love
the
you troops. You take risks for fucking idiots who make money off you.
See, I don't believe in war. I mean, I understand it's part of the human condition, but I don't hate on like the troops unless they're like,
troops are good.
Yeah, the troops typically,
unless you're an asshole,
are very courageous, brave fucking people. You know what I mean? They're just. I just think they're wrong when they think they're serving their country.
No, they're
like,
serving the rich people in the country.
They're serving someone's orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Typically those people are very humble, very nice people, but I think they have the wrong idea what serving your country means.
Well, when they hear serve your country, you get the proud feeling of, I'm doing it for the country. Like, when times of trouble come, I will be there. Yeah. But they've also kind of blinds them to the fact of, maybe you're not exactly helping your country instead of just helping the people who run your country, not anyone else.
Yeah.
And keeping your family safe, obviously.
I mean, obviously, you see, in this day of age, even when like Russia invaded Crimea, you saw like the whole world's like, hey, this is not a lot. Like, the war has kind of died down, and there was this interesting theory now because that we have like nuclear weapons.
Well, yeah,
if any engagement started, that would be the end of humanity, bro. Nukes would just be going off. Well, so everyone's like, okay, let's just chill. How about no more killing each other?
When the establishment of Europe started, and there's knights and shit, and all these armies fighting for hundreds of years, do you think they had fucking nukes? The best they had was a catapult.
Yeah, bro. They had pointy sticks and armor.
Exactly.
They had pointy sticks and armor that sometimes stopped the pointy sticks.
Exactly. Now we got fucking snipers that could shoot you from 8,000 yards away, and a bomb that could annihilate a country. Of course, there's no war.
This war thing just doesn't make sense anymore. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, you're at the point of nuclear power. Where the fuck else do you go? Why do we need weapon development at this point?
We're getting AI and drones to do that shit for us. It's all good. We don't need it. Let the robots kill each other, and then we'll get pissed off and start killing.
We'll give one country to the robots and see how they go.
We're not gonna, bro. Every time we start talking about AI, my fucking computer freezes, man, and it doesn't freeze. It's weird, man. That's 2 of the episodes that didn't air. Is
the AI conversations.
We're talking about AI, and my computer just stopped. I was like,
Skynet's watching.
So I'm sorry, AI. Just let me post my videos, please. Okay, we're gonna stop talking about you now.
So now the question is, are we gonna do a part where we just freeze up and then we don't want to tell anyone?
Bring the troops home. Yo, I saw that you're into Alex Gray's work.
Alex Gray. Oh my god, you gotta tell me right now because I'm too stoned to remember.
I was like on your, when I still had my personal Instagram, like scrolling through the fucking thing because it was one of those days where I was just bored as fuck. And that's the worst thing you could be doing with your time.
I know, honestly. Fucking listen to a book or some shit if you're bored.
Real shit. I'm done with those days. I'm a clean man now. Anyway, I saw you liked a few of his pics. He does like really psychedelic.
Oh yeah, I love that fucking type of artwork.
Yeah,
dude. Anything
crazy.
That motherfucker invests some serious amount of time because those things are not simple.
Yeah, man. Watch it. We were talking about the Joe Rogan podcast earlier, and that's actually how I found out about him. What the fuck is that, bro?
Dude, Skynet's dropping the nuke right now.
Man, we're gonna have to cut this part out. Whatever. No, let's just keep talking about it.
Yeah.
We'll resume when they stop. But he was telling me. Wait, what am I saying? No,
Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah. He was saying on the podcast. He wasn't telling me. I'm not crazy like that.
Let me tell you.
He's talking to me here.
That's the weirdest stuff.
Yeah, that those people end up hanging themselves. Do you think he stopped fucking vacuuming?
Maybe. I think you're good now.
This is our podcast setup right now. Mom's basement. Vacuum goes off at any time. Dog barks. But we're working on it. I've been improving every episode. Like every episode has something new in it,
which is good to do.
Yeah,
because that's how you build up to the point where you can do an actual podcast for money.
Yeah. Right now, I was like kind of plugging the Patreon, but I was thinking about it after. I was like, I wouldn't pay for this right now either, even though it's only like $2 a month for the lowest tier I have. I wouldn't pay for it yet, but I still want to just put out a bunch of content and have people come on.
Well, how do you think the YouTube people start? It's the growing pains of. You got to fight into the market.
Like we were talking before, bro. This is where I'm at. We're trying to get up here, but it's a bitch being and I
find YouTube's a little bit harder because, again, I don't watch TV that much. I usually watch like YouTube channels and podcasts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one thing they always talk about is how YouTube has become such like an algorithm-based thing that unless you're hitting a massive amount of views or putting in certain tags or this or that or hitting the certain audience,
so important.
It's so hard to notice.
So important.
And that it becomes a numbers game of how many videos can I put out a day and how many people can I get to watch them.
Right. See, I struggle between that point because I don't want to be the person that's like fucking Logan Paul where it's like all caps. We found a dead person. Blah blah. I don't want to be.
Clickbait?
I don't want to be affiliated with that shit. Okay, but I also
subscribe and click the bell.
I also want people watching, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not creating content just for you to watch, Brano. Although I
do watch them.
I appreciate you watching.
They're great for when I play video games.
I appreciate everyone watching, man. I appreciate everyone. Seriously, like it's pretty. Even though I got like 40 views on an episode, it's pretty cool. I don't even know how long they're watching. If it's like 2 seconds, if like 5 people
to watch.
Sure, if it's 5 people watching the whole episode, I'm fucking happy. Whatever. So I appreciate everyone watching. But anyway, yeah. But you also need to do something to get those subscribers and those views. You know
the daily improvement thing of every video being, slightly better, whether it's audio or picture or anything like that, is always a huge difference maker.
For sure. But I mean, this whole setup, everything I have here was out of my savings, which doesn't exist anymore. But I still, it's just something I wanted to do, so I thought, whatever, fuck it. But but improving. So let's say I get a couple cameras, DSLR, and I need a new audio interfacer that can do 2 more mics and have the guests on the couch there. But
a whole couch cast, eh?
Yeah, bro. I'm planning ahead, man. Planning. But that costs money that I don't have. You know what I mean? So that's why I was kind of like plugging the Patreon at first, where I was like, so because all the money I make from that is gonna go to improving this. Yeah. Like I have other shit planned for income, but it's kind of like you have to struggle between the two.
Yeah, because you don't want to be too pushy about monetizing your shit, and then everyone's like, so you just want us to pay you.
I like the idea of someone paying for something if they like it. They like it.
That's why so many YouTubers I watch do Patreon, because they feel it's they don't need to put ads on their videos. They don't need to sign over to corporate stuff or anything like that. So they're like, it's a lot more. If you want it, pay for it. That's it.
Yep. 100%, man. Well, have you ever thought about why don't you make like a YouTube channel just like as a hobby, doing art, do some Bob Ross shit where he doesn't.
I'll be the angry artist. I won't be the calm one.
Yeah.
Something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. I'm like, fuck this. Okay, let's start a new one. I have like 20-hour videos.
Bro, you used to fucking scare me in high school. Because like I swear I didn't even start growing until I was like 17. I was always short, right? Not anymore. I'm well built. Broad shoulder. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm not afraid of you, Brano. I'll take you right now. But in high school, you scared the shit out of me.
I got that impression a lot when people wrote my textbook or my yearbook. Well, because I thought you were an asshole, but you're actually really nice. I'm like,
you're one of those.
Thanks.
You're one of those big teddy bears.
I got resting bitch face apparently, or resting angry brow. It's the eyebrows.
I don't even know what the fuck that means, man. I hate when bitches say that. I have resting bitch face.
AKA, they look like they're sourpusses all the time.
You're just depressed, bro.
No, I just got the big Eastern Neanderthal eyebrows, so when I don't have glasses on, it's just this the time.
You did wrestling, and every time I would do the Bosnian thing, you just go. So I was like, okay, this man will kill me. Those hands scare me to this day, bro.
I learned before my growth spurt, you gotta let people know the boundary right away. Yeah, like, no Bosnian jokes, you motherfucker.
Hey, none of that. Fuck, what were we talking about?
We were on the whole YouTube.
We're on the whole YouTube thing. Yeah, bro, but it's good. It's good that you came out here, man. I was actually surprised you're willing to make how long was it? Hour and a half?
Hour and a half.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Got some other plans while you're here?
Well, I'm gonna go an hour and a half up this way to go see the family for the weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind driving though, because I actually, despite fucking hating driving, I realize once I get out of Brampton, everything's a fucking breeze. Yeah,
don't get me started about here, bro. Don't get me started about here.
I will say though, moving to Waterloo in 1 week, I've never seen so many fucking roundabouts in my entire life. I drive down 6 roundabouts to get to school. I'm like, what the fuck are people doing here? Like, can't invest in lights. You're gonna fucking put concrete everywhere.
Yep. I mean, I'm a pretty chill person, you know. I smoke a lot. I've done
road rage.
I've done enough shrooms. I'm pretty zen now then. But when I get on the fucking wheel, when I start driving, I lose it a bit. Because, for me, it's like I hate stupidity. That's my number one fucking thing.
Yeah,
you could be
understandable.
You could be a dick. You could be like.
You can tolerate everything but stupidity.
1,000 other things. Just don't be stupid in front of me, please. And that's what like every fucking driver is here.
Yeah.
They stupid.
I'll tell you.
With 2 O's, bro. Stupid.
I'll tell you right now, I know how bad Brampton is because I didn't come here for like 5 months at one point. I'm like just working this, that. And my mom's like, got to drive me to the hospital. Not hospital, like doctor's appointment. I'm like, okay, I got to go to the doctor anyways and get a note for school and this and that. So I'm like, let's go to Brampton. Fucking make it the whole day out of it.
Yeah.
We drive. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's on a fucking Saturday. How much traffic could it be on a Saturday? Yeah. I was like, holy fuck. I know when I'm in Brampton when all you see is red lights and fucking cars nonstop redding it. And I was like, okay, it can't be that bad. First street I go through, someone only hits me.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck?
You can't go 2 minutes without seeing like cop cars, like, and it's not they're going to a crime scene. No, they're going to a car accident.
Yeah, I know, dude. Oh my lord,
man. But it's like this. Okay, bear with me. Pretend I'm a driver here in Brampton, highest insurance in Canada, for a fucking reason.
Because everyone's fucking stupid on the road.
It takes, I would say, maybe half a calorie. We're talking half a calorie here to do this. Put your finger up, flick the fucking turn signal, put it down if you're going.
People cutting you in lines without turn signals.
I see red, bro. I want to get out of my car and be like, why are you so fucking stupid? You can't use half a calorie. Tick. Tick. And then I know, and you're not being a fucking dickhead and cutting me off. And bro, this guy the other day, he had his right signal on. I was gonna get his turn right. Fucking cuts left, cuts me off, man.
Yeah, some people are. Yeah, I don't get road rage whatsoever. I come to Brampton. Rage, I want to fucking kill everyone on the road. I want to turn into Rampage Jackson and drive over people.
I was like, bro, I'm actually gonna just sell my car because I'm just like happy all day. Life is good, man. And I get in my car, I'm like, I'm gonna kill someone.
My cousin has a bad case of road rage too, and he plays classical music to calm himself down.
Really, eh?
So he'll go from like ready to rip someone's head off to playing like Beethoven, and it's just like like, I can breathe again.
That's the stuff. Yeah, I'm bumping like old school hip hop.
Oh my god.
I'm bumping like psychedelic fucking rock.
I've been in like a Tupac mood.
I'm not in a zen mood in the car, bro. No, not at all. Oh man, but yeah, man, thanks for coming out again.
No problem, dude.
I wanted to ask you, because I asked you before you came on the podcast, like if you wanted to smoke. What's your whole take on the holiest of herb?
It's good, that's for sure. The there ain't no complaining here. Ain't no devil's lettuce.
Thanks, JC. Anyway,
you did us a solid.
Yeah, well, like, do you do it recreationally, like daily?
So
weekly,
here's the thing.
monthly? When
I first did it, I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I did it like every fucking teenager, like,
bro,
this is the shit.
Shit,
like,
the shit, bro.
You gotta fucking smoke this like every day, be fucking crunk, bro.
Bro, I just picked up this gas, bro. Bro, I think I have a strain here called gas.
I swear to God, if it's called gas.
There's one there. It might be up there. But, like, I saw the name. I'm like, have to buy this, bruh. Have to buy this. Shit's gas, bro.
So, yeah, I did the usual teenage thing where you just go hardcore on it right away. Yeah. And then afterwards, I was like, you know what? I like it. It chills me out. I especially love when I play video games because that's, like, my defunk time. Like, if I want to decompress, I literally smoke one and then just by myself in a house, like, just quiet, enjoy it.
Yep.
But then I started like, you know what, maybe it was starting to make me lazier, and I was like, I feel more tired with this shit. I'm like, I'm gonna cut it down.
For sure.
So now I'm at the point where it's every once in a while.
It's such a slippery slope because I think when everyone starts smoking, it's different. It's I think it's different than a lot of substances we might be consuming, like alcohol or painkiller, or no, I shouldn't say painkillers, but like maybe like Advil or anything that kind of alters you a little bit. Weed is like when you're fucking no tolerance, you're fucked, and then you're gonna be
loser
like,
baked, baby.
I'm gonna be like, okay, well maybe I'm a little too fucked up. I don't want to do this anymore. But if you build like a little bit of a tolerance,
then you become like a smoking machine.
You can be, but I think that's the wrong way to go about it. Like I showed you like what I smoke.
Yeah.
Tiny fucking joint. I cut like I'll cut the pape in half.
Yeah.
And that's the joint I roll.
We'll see.
And that's enough, man. That's like people don't need to get fucked where they're like unless you have like chronic pain or some shit.
There's no reason to
you
go
don't need to
hardcore
be
on
like that, man. So it's
well, I told you at one point I was literally smoking 2 papers every day.
Yeah.
Like going to leaving work and stuff like that. I'm like, this is normal. And I had like, I could smoke like 4 of them and be like,
everyone on site smokes weed.
Oh, especially the roofers, dude. I would not go on a roof unless I was out of my mind.
Every construction worker smokes weed. I promise you.
But that's why I found it funny because I'm like, at one point it was like New Year's and everyone's fucking rolling 2 papers, passing them around, smoking them and stuff. I'm like, I'm good. After like 6 of them, and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm just.
¿Qué pasa?
I'm like, this is like a week condensed into a day. I'm good. They're like, yeah, maybe a little too much. I'm like, yeah, probably.
So, what do you think weed would be like with your massage technique? Or even if the person you were massaging was high?
Not good.
Really?
It's terrible because in massage, a lot of what we do is push blood through the body as much as possible so that you can heal up the body.
There's a whole science to this.
There's a
thing,
lot of fucking science.
I thought it was just I have a hand.
You know when you see those people do this
and
the
like karate chops, that tends to work.
That's part of it too. Actually, for sports massage, that's what you gotta do to warm people up. Karate chop and effleurage. But like when you see people do this, that's them pushing blood through your body so they can actually work on you and tender you up and everything like that. Because you go so deep in the muscles that sometimes you poke at nerves and like twist things that have been messed up for years.
Oh,
so that's why they say, don't be high when you get a massage.
We should all be getting a massage every now and then.
Everyone needs a massage.
Everyone needs a massage every now and then. You go to the gym,
your feet need the most.
Bro, get someone to rub your shoulder real quick. Everyone needs a massage.
Dude,
go see Brano. He's hands.
When I graduate.
Just make sure he doesn't kill you.
When I graduate, come to me for business.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, so when you're stoned and you feel everything and you're like a fucking dead fish on a plate. When someone's rubbing into every muscle in your body, you're like, this fucking hurts, and they could probably do like no pressure. Because
like I smoke sometimes. Like recently, I've been doing it a lot more, but before I used to a little more often. Like I'll smoke before I go to the gym.
Yeah,
and like I don't know what it is about the gym. Like when you start getting into it, it sobers you up really quickly.
Yeah,
but you still kind of everything out. You still like yesterday. I'm still going light like for my knee, but I was on an elliptical.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna up the resistance a bit. Like try
go a little harder.
Try to push myself a little bit. And so I up the resistance, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay over 100 RPM. And I was just high, and I was just staring at the RPM. Like I just kind of stopped feeling everything and I did it for like 2 minutes. So I was like, oh shit, That was good. That was like I burned like fucking 30 calories on that 1 minute burst.
That's the one interesting thing about weed I've realized, because again, doing like super physical activity that you're fucking sweating or pushing yourself, like even playing sports sometimes. Yeah. You do it and it's like you don't feel it because all you're concentrating on is what you're trying to do.
You can overstrain it.
Yeah, that's potential too. Yeah. You go overstrain no matter what you do. Fucking tying your shoes, you go overstrain.
But like the point I was trying to make as well is
like you don't feel it as much.
Yeah, if you're high, if you overextend something or if you fuck it up a little bit, you're not feeling it. So there's more of a risk of injury if you keep pushing on it.
Exactly, and that's why when they say massage, don't do that, because sometimes you might not even feel the pain depending on how the high works. And that's bad, because if you go too deep, then you could fuck them up even more.
Is there like different fucking technique, bro? Are there like stars in the masseuse world? Like, is there like, I want to be the fucking Alfred Gustafsson over in Sweden. He has good technique.
Whoa.
so like how a basketball player wants to be Kobe, or like I want to be Alfred Gustafsson, the best. I don't fucking know any massage people.
It's funny because well, it's kind of hard to know massage people because it's more.
Who's your hero?
There's no specific hero, but I will say out of the teachers I've met, and even like again with like people I actually know who are RMTs, it's always interesting to see, because they're like, oh, I treated this type of client with musculosclerosis or whatever, like MS, and you know they can't talk to me, so I have to massage them without like asking any questions and this and that. So it's always interesting to see like how fucking varied the field is, because there's some people who do just sports, and you see those people, you know, working on UFC fighters and NBA stars and all that shit. And you see the people who do like hospital work, and they're working with disabled people and mentally challenged and all that type of stuff, and it's fucking crazy. So no matter what you do, if you just work at it and you get a good word of mouth, but you could be like anything in that business.
I heard about this guy Brano over Ontario yonder. He does some good. He got that technique down.
I'll snap your muscle in half.
Man, that's cool. That's so like, would you kind of take up smoking it recreationally again? Because I feel like if you have kind of like, if you have something like a schedule, like a reason why you're smoking the weed, it makes it much easier to maintain. Like for me, I'll walk my dog, I'll have a joint, and then I'll come back down here and do some work. Like I'll work on something. It could be like with this podcast, could be any number of things, but I'm doing something.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If I'm someone who smokes weed because I have chronic pain,
it's part of your schedule.
Yeah, it's part of your schedule. Don't just like pull out a joint because like it's a fucking cigarette. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I even on Joe Rogan's podcast talked about it, because I remember hearing this.
Really?
And he made a good point of, you're only lazy because you're not setting yourself up prior to when you're actually high, because in your head you're thinking, I'm gonna smoke a joint and chill.
Yep.
And then chilling turns into a 30-minute thing to an hour. And he's like, but if you're planning on doing something and you actually go through with it and commit yourself when you're stoned, it doesn't feel that bad, because you're just doing the same thing you would normally do.
I hear it, yeah. Well, I think that's I'm trying to create like a counterculture to that shit. You know what I mean?
Because that's true. Because the stereotype of, bro, let's just chill out, guys, let's just go to sleep. Bro, you see these colors? Yo, where's my car, guy?
Poster's crazy, man. Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm trying to like
the tweakers.
Hey, let's just like, we can smoke and have a nice conversation here. We can smoke, go to the fuck. What? I could list everything that's better with weed, but
almost everything.
Being a shithead is not one of them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just sitting somewhere and doing fuck all.
When you're loser baked, you're not having a good time.
I think there's certain circumstances where you had a long day at work, smoke a joint, relax, just chill out. Sure, but if you're not
doing anything after that,
doing anything like in general, if you're, especially at our age, a lot of younger people will be smoking and just doing fuck all, bro, you don't need to be doing that, man.
At least go for a fucking walk or something.
Let me say it again. You don't need to be doing that. I'm here for you. So you know what I mean? Like this has been a fucking fantastic conversation.
This has been this is a support group right here.
Yeah, bro. I'll help you, man.
Productive stoners are us.
I mean, look at me. I'm amazing. Everyone loves me. I'm a good person to follow.
Exactly.
Trying to start a cult.
The cult of Gabe.
We're gonna drink punch.
This one's gonna be dosed with weed.
Have you seen that thing on Netflix, Wild Wild Country?
No, I wanted to so bad.
Bro, it's actually fucking interesting.
Yeah?
I asked my dad about it. I was like, did you know about this shit? Because it was in like the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. We were just watching on the news, people fucking doing they made their own city in like
That's the crazy part, eh?
Ohio? I don't know. Like on that state above California. Who the fuck knows what it's... If it's not California...
It's America. It's all the same shit.
Yeah, but it was actually pretty fucking sick.
Well, that's the crazy part, eh? You think about it. Our documentaries are their, like, news when they were kids. They're like, oh, yeah, we knew about that. Yeah, that happened in our time. Yeah. Us were here, and they're talking about on the news, like, have you met this influencer who made a video on YouTube? Holy shit.
Man dead today at 34.
Cool.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. What people die every second. What the fuck am I supposed to say? You know what I mean?
There's no, I guess you could say eventful things in our life.
It's like
our life's all fucking gossip and politics.
Like everything, news is a business.
Yeah.
So they will play what's interesting. They're like the OG YouTube clickbait motherfuckers. You know what I mean? The news was being clickbait before YouTube knew what clickbait was. You know what I mean? Man is dead. House is on fire. You're like, oh fuck, the world is ending around me. Nah, bro, this shit just happens every fucking second. It's not news. It's
very interesting life when you see people who watch news all day, every day. They are fucking nervous wrecks about everything.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even joking. I don't watch the news. I am not scared. I would live in Toronto.
No one should watch the news.
I lived in Toronto for 2 years, and on like the Danforth, bro, like Scarborough area. I walked out at like 3 in the morning and like night, just fucking walking by myself. I don't give a shit.
No, bro.
I'm like, who the fuck am I gonna be scared of?
No, yeah, the news dramatizes everything to get viewers, but like no one should watch the news. No. If you want,
unless you want weather.
No. If you want the weather, stick your fucking head out the window and look if there's a cloud or a sun. That's all you need to do.
They're also usually wrong too.
Yeah, they're wrong all the time, bro. Even the Mayans had this shit down, bro. They would just be like, ooga booga, look at the fucking sky.
Nothing was better than this winter. We're gonna have 15 centimeters of snow. It's gonna be minus 40, bro, and
they would cultivate the amount of food they needed for the season, and
they knew. They were like,
they just knew. These are fucking people walking around with grass skirts, doing weird sacrifice rituals.
It was the sun guy that told them.
They just, what they did is this is and it's technique. You stick your head out the window, you do this, and you look. Oh,
winter's far away right now.
We got a sun. Okay, that's all you need to. Like, you don't need the news for
nothing,
any circumstance.
News is BuzzFeed on TV.
Yeah, bro, the news. That's weird, bro. News was OG clickbait.
Yeah, you never notice until you actually look back at it.
It's gonna be the title of this video.
There you go, OG clickbait.
Oh man, what I fucking who's your? Let's go back to art a little bit because I want to talk to you a little more about it. Who's your favorite artist?
Oof.
Your favorite guy who does paint?
I would say Van Gogh, and not for the reason you would think.
Oh my god, he did sunflowers.
I like him because the more I learned about art, the more I realized his work was actually surprisingly good for the stage of the world it was in.
Yeah.
And his use of colors and stuff like that, I just fucking love it.
They're beautiful.
Because even the composition, although it doesn't have a lot of pretty looking things, the structure is amazing with the color. So that's part of the reason why I really like him. Otherwise, like Rembrandt and all those type of people, like the really classical artists, I just love their shit because it's all like either farmland, knights, or fucking religion. The classic, always looks nice.
Classical one had a lot of portraits, but my favorite is Munch. I like artists, not particularly like nice colors or a pretty scene, but I like artists that kind of
make you think.
Picked something like, if you look at it for a little bit, you're gonna be like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? You know who Francisco. I say Francesco. Goya?
Yeah.
You know, bro, I was watching this one video on YouTube about, he has this painting. It's like Greek mythology, Titan devouring his son or whatever. But it's fucked. It's actually,
I love that type of shit.
It's a scary, and I don't like look at it in a dark kind of way where I'm like, just kill the fucking. I'm just like, okay, what is
what compelled you to do this?
Why did he paint this? Like, what's in his head when he's painting this? You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I love the really old school artists, because they'll do religion depictions and stuff like that, and it's always like, what'd you think when you were doing this?
Yeah,
like why'd you decide to make it like this?
Going down like,
yeah.
That's how it happened.
There's one artist I was told about, Ganaleshi. I might be completely wrong on this. I remember hearing from my art teacher in high school, Mr. Chisholm. What up?
Chisholm.
Yo, fucking Chisholm was the best. Chisholm. That's my brother's nickname for him.
Chisholm.
But he was telling me about one, I can't remember the name now, fucking baked. But she was a female artist who got raped, and she painted depictions of a knight and that looked like her chopping the heads off all her rapists.
Really, eh?
And guess what? They died later. So I think it was Geneleshi or something.
I hope she got her revenge, bro.
If she did it in the most badass way ever. I will tell the public and become famous off my own conviction, basically.
Yeah. I mean, fuck those guys, man.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck those guys. What time are we at there? Is it hour and a half? It's in the bottom right corner.
I'm just going to do this. 11:43.
You've been timing it?
No. We already started 11:20, no?
I don't even remember. I just need to take a piss real quick.
So nice. Piss break over.
Piss break over was glorious piss. It's glorious piss. You were just talking about westerns there?
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. So my whole thing was, as a kid, you go to church on Sunday, came back with me and my dad, and we'd sit down, watch AMC Western Sundays, because that shit was fucking bomb on AMC before they started fucking Walking Deading everything.
Yeah.
That was the fucking shit. Every Sunday morning.
Western before the fucking zombie
exactly
craze started. Yeah.
For me, my favorite movie, and this is going to sound like basic white bitch for all you Western fans out there, but The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That one's my favorite.
Well, it's not. If it's the best, it's the best. That's considered one of the best Westerns.
It is, but my thing is, I feel like everyone uses that.
Okay, let me clarify. It's not the best Western hotel. It's the best Western movie. That's what I meant to say. We're not affiliated with Best Western. Fuck those guys.
Unless they want to sponsor us, then unfuck them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if you want to. No, fuck those guys. Anyway, what? The Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That's what I said.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go on with it.
I don't know. I find those movies. And again, I'm gonna piss off all the Marvel fans. I find them better than watching Marvel movies, in my opinion.
Yep.
Because
for sure, I need to.
There is a formula. It's always either revenge, love, or like a rescue story.
Yeah, it's pretty cliche American storytelling, but it's just pretty cool.
It's the Old West. It's
pretty fucking
where
cool,
no law exists. Everyone loves that shit.
Guy just pulls out like that's dope. You just got shot in the face. That's pretty dope.
It's like nowadays where you can shoot someone looking bad at you, but you don't get arrested for it.
But now in movies it's like a big explosion. He doesn't look at the explosion.
Well,
he just walks away. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's in slow motion for some fucking reason.
For me, I don't know. I feel like movies become too formulaic.
Yeah.
There's always the good movies.
Profits.
Exactly. Why do you think there's so many fucking sequels and reboots?
Sells? You know what sells? Big booms. Boom here. A boom here.
Or names people know.
A boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Big booms and people that know the names of those movies. Because why the fuck do we have so many remakes now? Why?
A boom, boom, boom.
I'm getting tired of this shit.
Boom. Yeah. Avengers 37.
Dude, I love Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, he's the best. Man.
I've been on a fucking binge with my niece because she's like not even a year old. And watching Quentin Tarantino with her.
I watched The Hateful Eight the other day, and I started watching a bunch of Western movies.
Exactly. He shoots every movie like it's a Western, and that's why I think I love it.
That's it. Yeah, he kind of does. Bro.
Every movie's got the same structure of revenge in some way, and it's always the long pandering shots. You got literally half the movie isn't even fucking killing or anything; it's talking, and that's what made Westerns good because it's all about the characters instead.
His like camera work is just different too.
It's unbelievable. And again,
I can't even I'm just thinking about it right now. I can't describe it like how it's different. It just is.
That's why I say he reminds me of Western movies. It's always the still shots or the music, right?
You know what I think when I think of a Tarantino movie? I think about
black bars on the top.
Like a landscape picture.
Oh my god,
you know what I mean? Just like a intense fucking confrontation or something.
His composition for every shot is so well thought out. I look at it and I'm like, that's fucking genius every time I see it.
Well, that's fucking time, bro.
And
that's
his
time
soundtrack
working
is
on that
bomb.
shit. That's time working on that shit.
I want his playlist.
Yeah, he says
fucking so good.
He said that when he's building a scene, the first thing he thinks about is the music that will accompany it. I think that's brilliant because like that's a great way to fucking. Everyone loves music.
Well, look at a good example of Suicide Squad. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We will not talk about Suicide Squad in any good manner. I'm sorry right now.
Pretty shit.
Every time they have a song, is just for trailer bait because nothing matched the tone. No. But you listen to Quentin Tarantino, he could be playing the most random shit, and you're like, that fucking works.
Fuck, man.
And he also got my favorite composer in the entire world, Ennio Morricone. He's the guy who does the soundtrack for all the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Japanese guy?
No, Italian.
Ennio what?
Morricone or something like that.
Morricone. You gotta, bro. I don't know. You gotta Morricone.
He did the Star Wars soundtrack originally.
Say it again.
Morricone.
Ennio Morricone.
Yeah. I probably butchered his name. Sorry,
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
You know that? He made that.
No, I don't know.
You watched The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I haven't, bro. I haven't. I've just been kind of recently getting into them.
Dude, you have to.
I watched
that and Once Upon a Time in the West. Those are like the two big ones. I'm like, you got to watch those fucking two if you want to get into westerns.
Like the other day, I searched out top 10 western movies.
Exactly.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But I watched some fucking on Netflix, the new one, Ballad of Buster Scruggs by Coen Brothers. Fantastic.
See, and that's why
fantastic.
That's why I love westerns, because you could tell such weird stories.
It was like when I watched it 3 times over again.
Yeah, I watched it about 6 times. I
haven't done that with a movie in a long time.
Exactly.
Where I was like, I need to watch this again. It was fucking good.
Yeah,
it's fucking good.
I like it because
go watch that shit.
It's a great fucking movie.
Good movie.
It's a good 2.5 hours of killing time and just loving great shot movies. Well, miniature movies inside each other.
Yeah.
It's got James Franco if you're a fan.
It has Liam Neeson. It has it's like fucking who's Harry Potter? Daniel Radcliffe's cousin in it. It's
got everyone, dude.
Has everyone, bro.
Netflix basically said, here's a budget, go.
Yeah, here, just make it Coen Brothers, make a fucking western.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's fucking fantastic.
Dialogue's great.
I've watched in a while.
It looks like someone went up, like those Planet Earth movies. That's what it looks like in all their screen, like landscape shots. I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
It did, yeah.
I'm like, I want to go there now. But even that, it's interesting because it's not a single movie, but it breaks into multiple episodes. So that's always nice to see because it keeps everything fresh. Because some of them, well, there's one that I didn't particularly like, which was the Liam Neeson one. That one I felt dragged on.
That one, well, each story is kind of revolving around death.
Yeah, you know, everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone dies. But that one was like the most that made you think, like, fuck.
Yeah, that's
if you have no place in the world. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you have no place in the world, you get tossed.
Yeah,
literally
off a bridge.
No, that
metaphorically.
No, that didn't happen actually. No, but yeah, bro. Anyone who's also looking for a good movie to watch, fucking watch that movie.
If you watch Buster Scruggs and you get to the last skit, if you don't understand the metaphor in that one, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious
on the nose.
But yeah, I guess.
I literally watched it. I'm like, wow. So that's what that was. My brother's like, what? I'm like, what? You didn't get that? You didn't get that whole thing that just happened? Well, you fucking moron.
Well, okay, let's get off their dick a little bit. It's a great movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
All right, bro. We've been running for about an hour and a half. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Been a fucking good conversation. Thanks for coming out,
no
bro.
problem,
it's been
dude.
A good conversation. You're definitely coming back.
Sorry if my voice is as annoying as I think it might sound on this time.
No one. There's like a study or some shit. No one fucking likes their voice. On record. But these mics are actually good, bro. It's not like an iPhone. We ain't on that Android flex, bro. Condenser microphones. That's all we run here. That's all we run.
Android's better.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I'm sweating. No,
yo, bro, I'll fist fight you right now. I'm telling you.
I mean, I have an Android, but I'm like, fuck this shit.
Wait till you get an iPhone. You're like, fuck, this is a piece of shit.
You drop it once it's done. We did this in the first episode. Anyway, thanks for coming out.
No problem, dude.
Thank you for everyone that watched Puffed Up Podcast episode 6 with Brano.
The news is clickbait.
The news is clickbait. All right, Brano.